When our clients come to us, we've designed a unique process. This is very different than them calling an 800 number and getting a call center. Most of those companies are good, big, legitimate companies. But when you call there and the person answers the phone, oftentimes they're in their early 20s. They haven't even bought their first home. And so it'll be very transactional, and here's your loan amount, and here's your rate, and here's your fees. And that's not where our heart is at all. Now, we're just as competitive as they are, but we just have a very different approach. And so I'd like to very quickly walk you through our 6 steps. When clients come to me, or I get a phone call and somebody says, I'm considering a reverse mortgage, I don't know which one I want, I always say, stop. That isn't where we start. And they'll say, well, what are your fees, or what's your rate? I don't know if I need an adjustable one or a fixed one. And I'm like, let's back up. Here's the beginning. The beginning is we take a comprehensive look at everything, the whole picture. And when we've looked at the whole picture, housing, finances, debt, where do you want to live? Who do you want to leave a legacy for? What's important to you? When might you move? What are your priorities? When we've looked at all of those things, then we stop and we say, might this be a tool that will help you get where you want to go? It isn't about you getting where I want you to go. It's about you telling me, these are my aspirations and these are my fears. This is what scares me. And so my job is to really be a good listener and really hear what you're saying, and then say, okay, I can help you with this one and this one. I can refer you to 2 good people here, and I'm very comfortable saying I don't know on the other pieces. The next step is what I like to call the optimized life conversation. What are your values? What's important to you? Years ago, I co-authored a book called Borrow Smart, Retire Rich. But a lot of people got confused. It isn't you borrow money to become rich. The rich in our thought was rich in life experiences, rich in the things that matter, rich in the ability to take the grandkids on a vacation, that type of thing. So the optimized life conversation is, again, us listening to you and you helping us understand what's important to you. The next step is what I call the financial matrix review. And anytime you're borrowing money for a home, whether it's a normal mortgage or a reverse mortgage, there are what they call eligibility and suitability requirements. Eligibility means, what are you eligible for? What can we even get you? But suitability is, what fits? I may be able to show you Federal Reserve studies that show an adjustable rate mortgage over the long haul will save you 0.75% of interest. And the net present value is some number. But if you lay in bed every night going, oh, this thing scares me to death, I hope rates don't go up, it's a bad fit. And so we want to understand the arithmetic, which is the easy part, and then how you tick, how you think, how you feel, because the right solution marries the two. The next step is the loan evaluator. And in the loan evaluator, what we do is we prepare reports, simple reports, usable reports that help you understand 3 questions. Most people do not know how to shop for a home loan. Here's the 3 things that matter. What's it going to cost? And number 2 is, how does this affect my checkbook each month? What does this do to my cash flow? And the third most important piece is, over the long run, is this a good or a dumb idea? And so we help our clients ask the right 3 questions, and then we show them very simply what those answers are. Because what's important to me is that you have the conviction that this is a good strategy, I know why I'm doing it, and this is the best strategy. And we help you navigate choices and zero in on that. Our second to last step is what I call the smooth loan process. Everybody is super busy these days. And so everything that we can imaginably think of to make this process easy for you is our top goal. Now, the truth is, it has never been harder to get a home loan. The paperwork gets thicker every year, and that's because of the attorneys and everything else that happened, but it is what it is. And so our job is to help you navigate it, to communicate with you along the way, we know where you're going to get confused. We know where you're going to get mad. And so our job is to say, okay, it's like a pilot. It's going to get really bumpy for the next 10 minutes. Put your seatbelt on. We know what we're doing. We'll get through it. And as soon as we're through it, I'll tell you. And so in the loan process, we will tell you, you're going to have to get these papers. And here's why. And so as you go through it, you're like, okay, this isn't any fun, but I get it. And I feel like they know what they're doing. And I know every step of the way what's happening. We find that that's one of the most important things for our clients. So that's part of our smooth loan process. The final piece is what I call the smart borrower advantage. And that looks like this. I understand that you may get 1, 2 home loans over the next 10 years, but I don't look at you that way. I look at this as a lifetime relationship. And so to add value to you, to make sure that I'm giving you everything I possibly can, we are going to have annual financial clarity reviews. And that's a fancy way to say I'm going to call you up and I'm going to go through a checklist and just say, is anything changing? Job changes? Do you need more room for the house? What's going on in your life? Because it may be that something else fits better. And so I want to be your partner through life because this debt, this financial decision is one of the largest you'll ever make. And so that's important to me. You're going to ask questions along the way. And my ability to refer trusted advisors to you can make a big difference. Most people don't know a good estate planning attorney or a CPA or a life insurance agent. And because my practice is primarily connected to wealth management professionals, I know those people. And not only do I know who's out there and who's good, but I'm able to match up personalities. And so if somebody's technically brilliant, but you're like, I just don't like that person, that's not a good referral. So we pride ourselves on being able to make good referrals. There's another element to an ongoing relationship, and that's what I call active mortgage management. Interest rates change all the time. Programs change. It is my job to watch it, and just like a really good stockbroker, they may call you and say, I see an opportunity in the market, it doesn't last, would you like to take advantage of it? Because my clients really trust us, and they know that we have their best interests at heart, I'm able to, when the opportunity presents itself, reach out to you and say, this is what I'm seeing, would you like to take advantage of it? And because I've earned your trust throughout the process, it is very easy for you to say, Ken, if you think so, let's do it. Because those opportunities oftentimes only last hours. And so we're really able to actively manage a large number of clients and get them what's best for them. And finally, and this is particularly true with reverse mortgages, these decisions are not made in a vacuum. We are very comfortable talking to our clients' kids, the naysaying neighbor, their financial advisors, because we have great confidence that we've looked at the whole picture, we know what we're doing, and if we make a recommendation, we stand beside it. We are very patient. We're happy to explain it to anybody that needs to be part of the decision, people who love and care for the person who's going to get the loan, so that at the end everybody is comfortable and happy. So earlier I had alluded to a tool that I built called the Financial Clarity Questionnaire. And if you click here next to this video, I will be happy to send you a PDF copy. It's form fillable. It's an 8-page tool. This is a comprehensive diagnostic. This is much like something somebody would receive if they were with a very high-touch wealth management firm. It will just help you ask the right questions. Most people don't know what questions to ask. And so if they go through this tool and they think through the answer, and I would recommend when you're filling this out, have the people who love you, who care about you at the kitchen table, and just use it as a conversation piece. And it's okay if you never share it with us. But it will help you sort of ask questions and frame your thinking so that when we get to the recommendations phase, you'll say, okay, I see how that fits in. And so I'm happy to give you this diagnostic at no charge. Just simply click on the link and you can download a copy. And I think you'll find it very valuable. Many people have said that we could charge $500 or $1,000 for this. There's no charge whatsoever. We're happy to help.